Welcome to SlowTalk English, the podcast that helps you learn English through calm, clear, and meaningful listening. Today, we delve into a concept that promises to transform how we engage with learning, the flow state. This isn't merely about focus, it's about a profound immersion, a state where time seems to dissolve and productivity soars. For anyone committed to deeper understanding and more effective study, grasping the essence of flow is invaluable. The concept of flow was meticulously explored by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He described it as an optimal state of consciousness, a state in which people become so engrossed in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that people will do it even at great cost, for the sheer sake of doing it. In the context of studying, achieving flow means moving beyond rote memorization to a place of genuine intellectual engagement, where learning feels effortless and deeply satisfying. Let's explore this idea together. How can we intentionally cultivate this elusive state of flow in our study habits? The journey begins with clarity. Csikszentmihalyi emphasized the importance of clear goals. When you sit down to study, do you know precisely what you aim to achieve? Vague intentions like study history are less effective than specific ones, such as understand the causes of the French Revolution or master the first chapter of the calculus textbook. Clear goals provide a roadmap, allowing your mind to align its efforts and recognize progress, which is a key component of maintaining flow. Beyond clarity, the challenge skill balance is paramount. Flow occurs at the intersection where the challenge of the task slightly exceeds your current skill level, but not so much that it leads to frustration. If a task is too easy, you become bored. If it's too difficult, you become anxious. The sweet spot is where you feel stretched but capable. This requires an honest assessment of your abilities and a willingness to incrementally increase the complexity of your study material. It's about finding that perfect tension that keeps your mind engaged and stimulated. Here's something you might not have considered: the role of immediate feedback. In a flow state, you receive instant information about how well you are doing. When practicing a musical instrument, the sound tells you if you hit the right note. In studying, this feedback might come from solving a problem correctly, understanding a complex paragraph, or successfully recalling information. Creating mechanisms for immediate self-assessment, such as self-quizzing or working through practice problems, can help maintain this feedback loop, reinforcing your engagement and propelling you deeper into the task. Of course, external distractions are the arch nemesis of flow. A cluttered environment, constant notifications, or even background noise can shatter the delicate concentration required. Cultivating a dedicated study space, minimizing digital interruptions, and communicating your need for uninterrupted time to those around you are crucial steps. This isn't about isolation, it's about creating a sanctuary for your mind, allowing it to fully immerse itself without external interference. It's a deliberate act of protecting your mental space. What if we looked at this from another angle? Flow is not just about individual effort. It can also be influenced by the learning environment itself. Educators are increasingly designing curricula and classroom activities that facilitate flow by providing clear objectives, offering appropriate challenges, and fostering a sense of autonomy. For the self-learner, this translates to actively seeking out resources and methods that naturally encourage deep engagement rather than passively consuming information. It's about becoming an active architect of your own learning experience. Ultimately, achieving a flow state in studying is a journey of intentional engagement, not merely passive reception. It's about expanding our capacity to think, to connect, and to master new information with a sense of purpose and enjoyment. By understanding and applying the principles of flow, we can transform our study sessions from tedious obligations into deeply rewarding experiences, making the path to knowledge more efficient and profoundly more satisfying. Thanks for listening. That was today's episode of SlowTalk English. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And remember, keep listening, keep growing,